Welcome back, callers, to the Suicide Hotline, also known as Deus Ex Human Revolution Director's Cut. Last time, we had a lot of fun, but I forgot a few things. DJ Lopio pointed out that I actually missed the Praxis kid up here at the entrance of the Purity First sort of hidey hole. And as you'll notice, we have Zeke Sanders knocked out. And being that he is knocked out, we won't be hit by a concussion blast, so I can pick this right up. It's that easy, folks. And now to the next thing. The second thing I neglected to do, folks, was hack Pritchard's computer. This was pointed out to me by Bob Source number 7, so let's go ahead and get to it. Now, there's not too many times you can do this, because Pritchard is usually sitting at this computer, and he doesn't care for you hacking his level 5 rated device. He actually you can't do it at all. It's kind of a shame. Go ahead and grab that. Haven't been detected just yet, being very generous. There it goes. 9 seconds remain. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and we got it. And we also got a nuke virus off his computer. Well, let's see what we got here. We have an email from Nuclear Snake, who apparently is Frank Pritchard, to Frenetic Pony David Seraph. As surprised as I am to admit, Jensen's security measures actually did work that evening. That environmental warning we all heard go off, it was a backup failsafe that he insisted I insert into the alarm coding. I'm still working on finding out how the primary alerts got suppressed, but until I have an answer, I believe it is necessary to revamp some important passwords. So I've taken the liberty of suggesting a few ideas. Here they are. And we get a bunch of passwords for pretty much everything, and the passwords are pretty similar to the actual account names, as you might note. P.S. I'm sure I don't have to remind you to delete this email after you read it, do I? And of course, he didn't delete the reply, and he just says thanks, of course. And then we have an email from Cecilia Paid at Picus to Nuclear Snake. Series Pitch 3091. Mr. Pritchard, thank you for submitting your show concept and script treatment to Picus TV. We have duly reviewed your submission and regret to inform you that there is currently no interest in developing a program of such a nature. In fact, Mr. Pritchard, as this is your 5th, remarkably similar show, I might add, proposal in the last 12 months, it behooves me to be honest with you and your prospects with Picus TV. It is very difficult for us to imagine how a 13-episode dramatic series built around the nightly coding exploits of Nuclear Snake Hacker Extraordinaire would appeal to our target demographic. Our viewers are looking for action, mystery, and suspense. They want a hero who's not afraid to get physical, rather than one who skulks in the shadows and ducks for cover behind intellicams. To be honest, the main character seems to us somewhat underhanded and obsequious. A popular character type is a policeman, or even better, an ex-cop who upholds the law. This is a type of protagonist people can warm up to and cheer for. You should give this idea serious consideration. Sincerely, Cecilia Pate, editor at Picus TV. You know, I'm getting some deja vu from that little suggestion there, Cecilia. I don't know why, though. Anyway, folks, that's all I had to show you, so I'll see you back on the plane to Hengsha.
Bad news, Spy Boy.
Spy Boy?
Hengsha Traffic Control just revoked our clearance. We're being rerouted to another part of the city.
I don't like that. I suppose you can't just ignore them.
Yeah, right. Chinese government. I've got to comply. Bravo Echo Echo 008, proceeding to designated coordinates. What the hell? We've got a sandlock on our tail. Jensen, all systems are down. Hang on, we're going in hard. Jump, Jensen!
Malik, we've got company.
I know, but the bird took some damage. Gonna need to patch it up before I can go.
I'll stay and cover you.
Negative. You need to get away from here and find Dr. Sachenko. I'll be fine.
There'll be a sitting duck.
Maybe, maybe not. But this is your best chance to slip by them unnoticed.
Alright, so we have two choices here, folks. We can make a beeline for that elevator, or we can save Malik's life. Of course we're going to save Malik. And that thing right there is the largest concern. You need to throw an EMP grenade under it as quickly as possible, which is what I have just done. Go ahead and take out these guys with the auto rifles also. Also, there is a great propensity for these guys to go and run right into that explosion that just went off, so something you have to worry about on a pacifist run. Go ahead and tag you. Tagging everybody. Try to tag the guys with the automatic rifles first. The sniper's not really a huge concern. Just take your time here, though. Take your time and make sure you actually hit. Definitely much easier with lethal weapons. There we go.
The bird's fixed and I'm taking off. Now get on with the damned mission. And thanks, spy boy.
That is one tough little vehicle, isn't it? I mean, it bellies out from, flying altitude, and somehow it has the guts to get back in the air and just fly off like nothing happened, right? Alright, now if you're doing a pacifist run, like I am right now, the next important thing you want to do is make sure that everyone is actually still alive. You do this by looking on the little dialogue up there and making sure that it has Z's next to hold and move. So first thing we're going to do is go next to everybody. Just make sure that they have those Z's. You have Z's? Z's and monies. You're a nice guy. I like that. Also, there's some heavy rifle ammo here on this box I just landed on. Are you still alive? Oh, yes. Had to make sure, because you were kind of close to that box guard and its explosions. You're alive. You're alive. You are alive. I don't remember tagging you, but I guess it happened. I mean, you're asleep, so it doesn't really matter either way, just as long as you're out. Alright, we have a gas grenade. I'll go ahead and pick those up. They're definitely my favorite kind of grenade. Frags are great, but I mean, CS grenades, definitely the best. Okay, everyone is alive, folks. That's good. And there's a secret over here if you want to get it. You actually don't have to get this augmentation to get, but it definitely makes it easier. We're going to go ahead and grab EMP shielding. So we'll go ahead and buy the first level of dermal armor, the second level, and then finally EMP shield. Now we can walk in electricity like it's nothing at all. It's actually quite soothing for Adam Jensen now. Oh yeah, that's the stuff. If you come in here, you can find yourself an EMP grenade, another frag grenade, and I believe that's all. There's no breakable walls in here, right? Right? Okay, good. Just wanted to make sure. There you go. Got some new augmentations, and I fell down here again. God damn it. I'll try this way. Maybe that'll be better. Definitely a lot of angles you could take this. And like I said before, folks, you don't have to save Malik at all. In fact, well, if you'd done it just that way in the original version, you just see this. You'd see Malik getting torn apart by guns and she'd eventually explode. But if you're playing the director's cut, folks, you'll see this.
You out of here yet, spy boy?
Malik?
Just find Vasily. Jensen, keep him safe.
Bye-bye, asshole!
Go to hell.
You bastard! Faridah!
Surround him and take him down. Roger that, sir. He has to be around.
But anyway, we didn't get
Jensen,
killed.
I've been monitoring comm activity around Hengsha. Bell Tower's looking for you. Hard.
I know. They ambushed us, Pritchard. Forced us to make an emergency landing. Malik barely got away in time.
But they're supposed to be...
The good guys?
Just give them a wide berth, Jensen. If they recognize you, they'll shoot.
And there you go, folks. There is a ghost bonus for that section, by the way, but it's gonna be kind of hard to get if you're not using lethal weapons, or if you don't just bolt into the elevator. It's a true story. Also, we're good. And like Pritchard indicated, Bell Tower is around Hengsha, and if they see us, they're gonna be unhappy. They're gonna open fire on us. It's something we don't want to have transpire. God damn it, this shit again? Jesus Christ! You're right there? There you go, buddy. Shake it off.
我没事儿。
What does that even mean? Can I talk to you? There you go.
Please, sir, do you know what is happening?
I have no idea, man. You fell down
You
too.
must have felt it too, right?
Yeah.
Everyone who was augmented has been getting strange symptoms.
So it's not just me. I thought I was special, but apparently everyone has this problem. Let's see, what you got in here? Experience, my favorite. And bullets. Backroom bullets.
Jensen, it's Pritchard. Have you been watching the news?
Been a bit busy, Francis.
Jensen, the World Health Organization is advising all augmented patients to check in with Lim. There's a problem with biochip technology.
The glitches I've been experiencing.
We've all had them. So far, I can't determine why.
You heading to a clinic?
I'm running a few more tests. But since I can't exactly run them on you, and we don't know when you'll be back, you might not want to wait. Up to you.
Alright, folks, so we do actually have a choice here. We are going to head into Lim in just a moment, but first... Just need to take care of a problem here. Everyone calm the fuck down. Folks, this guy's overworked, obviously. I'm just going to take him to a health spa. Everyone calm down. There's a health spa right over here around the corner. Nothing to worry about, sir. This guy needs a mud bath, okay? Take care of him. I don't think he has any... Nope, he does not have any stuff for us. That's good. Everyone calm down or I'll put you in a health spa too. You don't want to go to health spa. I mean, in China, there's not the regulation to keep that guy in, you know, a reasonable number of hours. So he's just worked himself to death. Nothing to get concerned about, though.
You here for recall? There is problem with the peripheral nerve interface. We fixed with upgraded chip. You want it, yes?
I don't know. I don't think so. I'd rather wait till I get home.
I'll think about it.
Clinic is very busy, but if you want something else, we will service you.
I just need some praxis kits because I know you restocked. Yes, you did. Thank you.
You're very welcome, sir.
Anytime, she says.
Sir? Could I borrow a minute of your time?
Sure.
I am not mistaken. You are Mr. Jensen, right?
That depends. Who's asking?
I am sorry, Mr. Jensen. I am being impolite. My name is Wing Hui. I am a doctor here.
I can see that. What I really meant to ask is, how do you know who I am?
Yes, of course. Excuse me, for I am a bit nervous. Bell Tower agents were here a while ago, looking for a man who fits your description. When I heard what they were saying of you, it occurred to me that you might be exactly the person I need.
I see.
Need for what, exactly? Tread carefully, Doc, because I'm about one step away from losing my patience here.
No, please, you misunderstand. I only wish to talk to you about something, and it is not an easy subject to discuss, as it is a rather sensitive matter. Truly, Mr. Jensen, I would never force anyone to do something against their will. On that, you have my word.
Glad to hear it. So what's this all about then?
I'm afraid I won't be able to go into very much details. Not before I know you are really willing to help. But I need someone to help me to stop a very dangerous augmented soldier, and possibly his squad mates. If everything Bell Tower said of you is true, then you would seem the good fit for this job.
Alright, well, what you got?
Fine, I'll do it. Just tell me more.
Thank you. Now please, understand that I am to give you sensitive information on multiple parties.
Okay. Let's just hammer this shit out.
Yeah, just hammer it out, Doc.
It concerns Bell Tower Associates. You know the work they do here, but what you and the rest of the general public do not know is that they sometimes contract limb doctors to operate in private for them on special projects.
What kind of special projects?
What you Americans call black operations. Bell Tower selects some of their best soldiers and make them to be super augmented with experimental, top-secret hardware.
Not to sound too jaded, Doc, but none of that comes as a big surprise. Stuff like that's been going on for years.
Yes. Your government and mine have both been guilty of this practice, I am sure. But Bell Tower is not a government. They are a private corporation, a private army on sale to the highest bidder.
Is this about stopping Bell Tower then? Because as much as I might hate them right now, I'm only one man.
No. It is not all of Bell Tower I need help with. It is just one of their covert operatives, a man named Michael Zelazny. He was implanted with experimental hardware, and to an extent that is way beyond legal regulations. I am ashamed to say I have operated on him myself, and he has been used in countless secret operations for the Chinese and others.
I see.
I get it. He's a badass.
Quite, Mr. Jensen, quite. Rumor has it that Mr. Zelazny and his unit have gone rogue about a month ago. 2 weeks later, a city official was assassinated. I am certain they are involved. And then, a few days ago, Mr. Zelazny contacted me. He needed urgent help with one of his squad mates' augmentations.
I take it you said you would help.
They sent me to the back store of a meat shop near Pandang Road, in the Yutzao district. There, I performed emergency repairs on one of the agent's AUGs, a servo replacement. I believe this back store is their hideout, Mr. Jensen. You must go there and make Mr. Zelazny hear reason.
I'll do what I can.
I am sure you are up to the task. Mr. Zelazny is a soldier, not a maniac. Your unique situation will no doubt resonate with him. And if things do turn sour and he must be terminated, I think you are quite a good candidate to get it done. Or at least survive.
Alright, well, we'll see what we can do about this whole renegade bell tower unit, right? It might even be on the way to my other tasks in this whole mission. So our next destination is the Yutzao district, which isn't too terribly far away. We'll just have to take a ride as soon as we exit the limb clinic. Has everyone calmed down? No one wants to go to a hell spa. That's good. That's good, you learn.
Returning to tonight's
He's taking care of him. He's serving up that mud bath right now, I'm sure. So we'll go down here, take the train, which will, of course, show up as soon as we arrive. So punctual. Go ahead and jump into another loading screen. Quite a few loading screens, but there's a lot of areas to Hengsha, right? That one wasn't too terribly long. Oh, darn
Mr.
styles.
Jensen, Hugh Darrow here. Please forgive this intrusion, but David assured me of your cooperation and discretion. I find myself in need of some assistance.
I'm listening.
A contact of mine, Meng Yao, is in Hengsha, waiting to fill you in. I'll upload her coordinates now.
Alright, so we got a mission from Mr. Hugh Darrow himself. We've read all of his lectures, or at least most of them. And you'll remember this little area because I kind of skulked down here for a moment before. Well, this didn't look good. That's what we got here. Zelazny feels this location is no longer secure. He's planning to move down below. I overheard some of the team talking about a safe spot in the sewers. The situation is getting tense. I'm afraid they're on to me. I caught one of them poking through my shit. When can you move in and take these guys down? We need to get me out of here. Alright, and we actually do not get a quest marker for this next location, folks. We just gotta search through random sewers and eventually we'll find Zelazny. But for now, we're gonna go and see Darrow's contact, which is actually on the roof. Outside, I think, the Hengsha Gardens? You may notice a gray arrow on our map that is actually a harvester. For some reason, he doesn't want us going over there. Go ahead and just hop up here. Hop up. And here she is.
Let's hope he's as good as they say.
Maybe.
Mr. Jensen, right? Thank you for your time. I am Meng Yao, an associate of Mr. Darrow's. I'm in charge of one of his divisions here in Hengsha. You come highly recommended.
Really?
Your boss described you as a most precious asset. Apparently, you are very efficient and always get the job done. We could definitely use a man like you for this operation.
I see.
What operation?
We need you to help us stop a group of terrorists who are threatening the Panchaea project. Are you up to it?
Always.
Okay, I'll help out.
Excellent. Here's the situation. It has come to our attention that these terrorists possess highly classified proprietary information about Panchaea. We've been able to convince them to sell it to one of our agents, a man named Lo Fei. The meeting is supposed to take place near the Alice Garden pods in the Daigong district.
And you want me to crash this meeting?
Actually, there will not be a meeting. We are sending you alone to ensure Mr. Fei's safety. The terrorists will not be expecting that, and will have the information with them on a data chip. You have to neutralize all of the sellers and retrieve the chip so you can bring it to me.
I don't get it. If Fei set up the meeting, why risk sending me in his stead? Why doesn't he or even some of your other agents drop in on the sellers and take the chip?
Because Mr. Darrow wants an absolute guarantee that there will be no casualties. We will not play by their rules. We want them arrested and questioned, then properly prosecuted and sentenced. This will require stealth and efficiency. That's why a man with your particular skills will be indispensable.
I would have to say so. Anything else?
Anything else I need to know?
The sellers are expecting Mr. Fei and Mr. Fei alone. If they spot you, they will shoot on sight. Need I point out this might make your job a lot harder?
Story of my life.
Alright, so we got our second side quest, which is the last one for this little visit to Hengsha here. So we need to head over to the Alice Garden Pods, or at least the little area outside them. And there are definitely a lot of ways to get over here, but I believe this is probably the best way, if I remember correctly. Because otherwise you're going to be running into a whole bunch of bell tower guys, and it's not in your interest to have that happen. So we'll just go ahead and go over here. There's some bell tower guys down there, actually. Can't even see them. They're so high up. They are not a concern. We're just going to head this way. I don't remember if we looked at this book. Anywho, use our awesome Icarus landing system. Did I land on a sign? I think I landed on a sign. It's a sign! I need to move to the right. Okay. So this is the area we want to be in. And the guys with the data chip are actually going to be right down below us. But we're going to have a little fun first. I always got to have a little fun in a video game, right?
Ma'am, have you seen a heavily augmented white male tonight? Most likely wearing a long coat and dark glasses.
Yes, that's her talking.
Well, what is this all about?
This man is extremely dangerous. If you do see him, don't approach him. Just warn the nearest bell tower officer you can find. We'll handle it from there.
I'll be sure to do that. What is it he's supposed to have done?
That is none of your concern. Move along.
And of course I'm going to take them both out. Because Adam Jensen does not half-ass things, right? That's right. Let's go ahead and get these bodies out of the way. You know, just so there's no consequences to our actions. Grab the woman. Come here, you. She was just too close, and I couldn't tell that was a double takedown. Ow, ow. What you got? You got nothing? You got nothing? I got something. Alright, there's definitely a lot of ways you can take these guys down, but this is my favorite way. Careful, careful. Don't want to fall. Shoot that guy in the ass. Shoot that guy in the ass. Good nose parity. And we have our last two right there. Let's go ahead and buy a new augmentation, folks, because we haven't done that in a while. We're going to buy, run silently, sprint silently, and most importantly for this certain occasion, jump and land silently. Of course, this is an active ability. I'm going to have to press F4 to actually have it engage. We're also going to buy some battery recharge rate, just to make this a little more convenient for me. Of course, they didn't notice a goddamn thing, because, of course, I moved silent. We'll go ahead and turn that off. And I can actually take him out right now. There we go. Situation resolved. Not a big problem. Let's go ahead and pull you out of the water so you don't drown. I don't think that's a thing that'll happen, but just in case it will. And here's the data chip we need. Do you have anything cool? I hit him in the hand and not the ass. Well, shit. What are you gonna do? And that gun is propped right on your crotch, sir. You're gonna have a surprise when you wake up. Assuming that the police or whatever agents we have inbound don't get to you first. And for no particular reason, I'm gonna jump down here. No reason whatsoever. Nope. I don't know what reason you could have in mind for lethal going in here. Alright, go ahead and throw down a save there. And we've located Zelensky and his team. That easy. I mean, it's very convenient, right? Hey, everybody.
They send you?
If you're talking about your former buddies at Bell Tower, the answer is no.
Wait a minute. You're Jensen, right? I heard that some of my former buddies have been looking for you.
I see. Well, let's see what you can tell us.
Could be. What's it to you?
When a stranger sojourns with you in your land, you shall not do him wrong.
You've dropped the merc gig to become a man of the cloth?
Hardly. I just have an interest in theology. And I love quoting the book. Everything in it is so evocative. Now, tell me, are you here to stop me?
I kind of was.
That I am.
Then perhaps you should reconsider. There are many of us, and only one of you. At this moment, my men and I have no quarrel with you. So you don't have to die for a war that isn't yours.
Alright, well, tell me.
I said I was here to stop you, not fight you. A friend of yours sent me to convince you to turn yourself in.
Let me guess. Dr. Wing, right? He's a good man. And I know he's only trying to do what he thinks is right. But he doesn't quite grasp the whole picture here.
Then why don't you enlighten me? Start by explaining why you went rogue.
When an average man decides he no longer shares his employer's views and opts to leave, we say he's handing in his resignation. When men like us do the same, it's called going rogue. You can't quit a job like ours, Jensen. You know that.
Let's see. Well, tell me more about why you no longer share your employer's view.
Yeah, okay, I can relate. But you still haven't answered my question. And what do you mean when you say you no longer share your employer's view?
Back in the US, when I first got into the Army, I did it because I wanted to serve my country. I believed in its values. I believed in its government. Back then, I believed that by serving my government, I was serving the people it was supposed to protect.
Nice sentiment. But you don't work for the US anymore, you work for Bell Tower.
Times change, Jensen. You know the story. Capitalism's final encroachment on one of the most lucrative industries in the history of mankind. War got privatized. The US military offloaded its special operations to PMCs like Blue Water Global and Bell Tower. I believed that as long as they were working for the government, they were serving the same cause. So when they offered me the chance to work on major operations at twice the pay grade, I made my jump.
Why don't we just skip to when things went sour?
Bell Tower outfitted us with top-notch augmentations. The kind of stuff civilians never hear about. Gave us a massive edge over the enemy. Later, seeing as my unit was one of the most successful ones, they selected us for a special program. Top secret. Experimental tech. Told us we would get to work on critical black ops for the US government. But there was a price to pay.
Go on.
We had to be implanted with a neural hub that manipulates memory centers in the brain. Basically controlling what you can and cannot remember.
And you agreed to this?
Beware of false prophets who come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly are ravenous wolves. The augmentation was supposed to keep us safe, make sure we'd never remember details if we fell behind enemy lines. That was the main function. The second one, the one they didn't tell us about, was to lower our inhibitions. Make us more receptive to orders we'd likely disobey. Bell Tower turned us into the perfect mercs.
I see. Well, tell me even more.
If you were so perfect, and the hub made you so perfect, how did it fail? How come they didn't outfit the whole agency?
I told you the tech was experimental. After a couple of ops, I started experiencing memory shifts, remembering bits and fragments of past operations. Slowly, I realized some of these operations couldn't logically have been orchestrated by the government. I was asked to do highly questionable things, even by professional standards.
Aren't we all?
Not like this, Jensen. Our services have been sold to corrupt officials in the American and Chinese governments. A combination of lies and use of the neural aug made sure we complied. We were working for a shadow government. Individuals corrupted by a quest for personal power.
So how'd you get out of it?
I confronted the project director. He quoted Apocalypse Now. You have to have men who are moral, and at the same time who are able to utilize their primordial instincts to kill without feeling. I forced him to disconnect the hub, for me and my squad mates here. And then I killed him. I went through his files and contacts. I know who these corrupt men are now. They've turned us into killing machines, and now they'll get to experience their experiment firsthand.
You know what? I like the way you think.
Dr. Wing said our situations would resonate. I don't think he realized it might go both ways. Some men deserve the justice we bring on them. Do what you have to do, Zelazny. I won't get in your way.
I appreciate that, Jensen. I didn't want you to die for a cause that isn't yours. These men I killed, and these men I'm going to kill. They have names, families, they're people. Their deaths shouldn't be erased from my memory by some electronic software. They should haunt me, taunt me, until I finally meet our Lord and pay for my sins. But the men behind this, they deserve to die. And I think there's poetry in the fact that they engineered their own demise.
And he walks off like this is Mass Effect. Wait, they all walked off. Well, anyway, we're gonna let him continue on his path of vigilantism, and we're gonna go ahead and just pretend that we talked him out of it, okay?
Hey, Jensen. Zelazny here.
Zelazny? How'd you get this frequency?
You're no stranger to top-secret augmentations, Jensen. You figure it out. In the meantime, just want to let you know I've contacted some of my old pals at Bell Tower. Got them to reassign a couple of local patrols. You should have a few less problems to deal with for a while.
Thanks.
Don't mention it.
And there you go. That easily, we actually have less Bell Tower in Hengsha to worry about. Where exactly they are, I'm actually not sure, but we're just gonna head back. Actually, we don't want to head this way. This is the dumb way to head. Lethal forgot the smart way, because he's stupid. Also, I forgot experience closet. Let's go ahead and stick our nose in there. Oh, more tranq darts. Of course I'll take those. I'm actually glad we took this little detour, because it allowed me to pick those up. Let's go ahead and jump down here. No, back where we were. We actually just want to head this way. I'm just doing it the way I remember to do this. Because otherwise, there's just so many Bell Tower to run into. Even though he just, supposedly just got rid of a bunch of them. Alright, jump over here. We're going to go to the Limb Clinic, of course. Talk to Wing. And, of course, we have a appointment with Ming Yao. So we can tell her that we got the data chip and we took her down all the dudes. Not a big problem at all, really. I'm back.
So? You have found Zelazny? I cannot stress enough the importance of this task, Mr. Jensen.
Yeah. I found him.
I found him.
Really, Mr. Jensen? You have been able to make him understand reason? Will he turn himself in?
We'll just lie. Yeah, I totally did that, yep.
They were already gone when I got there. I looked around a bit, but I couldn't find them.
This is most unfortunate, Mr. Jensen. I'm afraid they will cause further chaos and dissension. I hope they are stopped before this happens. Here is a praxis kit. It's all I have.
You went through all the trouble, have a free praxis kit. You know what? I don't mind that at all. You know, his heart's in the right place, but, you know, Zelazny, He's got a mission. I want to get in the way of that mission, even though I could have, you know, ended the whole thing with one CS gas grenade. It's pretty easy, actually. Yeah, what that guy says. Alright, so let's head back to the Yotsao district. Talk to Mingyao. God damn it, Jensen. He keeps running out of gas. Go in there. There we go. We'll talk to Mingyao, and then I think we'll close off this video. It's been a little longer than most, and since I've had a couple of short videos lately, I mean, that's a nice balance, right? Let's see, not there. Come on, Jen. Come on. Unfortunately, the battery charging doesn't work on your lungs. Almost looks like a gas grenade went off over here, but it's just that smoggy in China. Again, ran out of gas. Herp. I say herp, damn it. There you go. Herp. And finally, herp.
You must get that chip back, Mr. Jensen.
Done and done.
I got the chip. The sellers are out cold.
Excellent work. Seems Mr. Darrow was right to trust you. We will send people to take care of the terrorists. Could I see the chip?
Well, first you gotta tell me a few things.
How about you tell me what's on it first?
Blackmail, Mr. Jensen? Don't waste your time. I won't tell you anything. Besides, there are stones better left unturned. Might as well just give me the chip and leave it at that.
Nah. I'm a charm you.
Look, you're a powerful young woman. You're in a position that warrants your access to classified information. I understand that not everybody should get their hands on this, but I'm like you. I work for a powerful man, and I get entrusted with secret information on a daily basis. Plus, I'm the one who busted his ass getting this chip for you.
I guess your point is not entirely without merit. But understand, this information is extremely confidential. It concerns Panchaea, and more specifically, the Hiram Project.
Hiram Project? Never heard of it.
I'm not surprised. It is a well-guarded secret. But without it, Panchaea could not exist. Such an ambitious project. An installation extending all the way to the ocean floor. The pressure exerted against it is constantly shifting. Yet the slightest defect in structural integrity could bring it all down. That's why we needed something powerful and extremely efficient to monitor it, day and night.
You're saying the Hiram Project is some kind of advanced computer?
Yes, I suppose you could say that.
Thank you for your honesty. The information is safe with me, don't worry. Here's your data chip.
Ah, perfect. You don't know what this means, Mr. Jensen. Your help has been invaluable. Thank you. Even though this was a favor for Mr. Darrow, he believes you should be duly rewarded. Here is a payment in credits. I'm sure Mr. Darrow will wish to congratulate you himself. Expect to hear from him soon.
Well, that's good. Next time, folks, we hear from Hugh Darrow himself, possibly, and we'll track down Sevchenko's GPL. I'll see you then.